Hello, everybody, and we are back with Tavern Talks. Unfortunately, we are a day late. We normally record it on a Sunday, but we are recording on a Monday because somebody had airsoft.
Yeah, just complications. Like we had to change a day and we had to move things around. It was a bit awkward.
But either way, we are back and we are coming to you all. So, episode 22 of Tavern Talks. We're going to be talking about GTA in a little bit, and I'm going to be handing you over to Tom because I've not really actually played much of the GTA games. I mean, I played one back when I was a kid around at a friend's house, and then I played a grand total of 12 hours of GTA 5 until you roped me back into playing it with you online. So I've probably done about 20 hours of the online, let's say.
So you can probably chime back in when we actually get to GTA 5 and some of the online experiences there, I suppose.
You mean, yeah, okay. We'll get onto that when we get onto it.
So,
So we have got news, which I haven't already seen now, but Black Flag is getting a remaster. It's officially been revealed and shown off by Ubisoft, and it's going to be called Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. I'm very excited for this because I'm a big lover of Black Flag. I think it was the best Assassin's Creed game, and not only is it just new graphics, we've actually built the game from scratch. So we've built it from the ground up. So it's going to be not only new graphics, there's a whole new combat system, making it a lot smoother and a lot more fluid. There's new content, new stories, and new characters as well, apparently. And there's also going to be what looks like an exclusive, what like some Blackbeard DLC. So I'm assuming you go on adventure with Blackbeard.
Well, there's going to be an Assassin's Creed game to do it.
No, you say, well, it does say like Blackbeard. I think it was a Blackbeard DLC. I'm pretty sure it was. Can't remember the name of it. But as soon as I saw this was 18 hours after it being revealed that I saw it, so I saw it like the day after, basically. But as soon as I found out, I went to go and pre-order the collector's edition, and they've already sold out the collector's editions. Which is such a shame because I really like that statue in that cloth map.
Yeah, so I think that was pretty much in that. It was quite a collection, wasn't it?
It wasn't badly priced either. It was priced, well, in Smith's Toys anyway. They actually told me the price, and Amazon didn't. But in Smith's Toys, it was 75, I think it said. £175 something. So, but for what you get in it, I mean, I think that's a bargain, to be fair, because most collection editions like 200 plus, aren't they, usually these days?
Especially when it comes with like a statue or a sculpture or something
Yes,
like that.
yes.
Piece,
So quite excited for that one, and I can't wait. I'm hoping we've done like a little online segment to it as well. You know, a little online PvP where you can fight your ships, but I highly doubt it. But if you have done that would be really, really cool. You can sail around and fight each other's ships. That'd be actually pretty cool, to be fair, but I doubt we've actually done that, to be honest. I think it's mainly just the story, isn't it, that we've done everything.
We've been asking a lot just for what's supposed to be a remaster.
Yeah, well, yeah, remaster, remake, however many places, technically, is it? Full remake, full remakes are built from the ground up. I think we did the same thing with Oblivion, didn't they?
I think the only negative thing that I've heard people talk about is that you can't have like straight up combat using solely a hidden blade anymore. I believe that was the thing.
Oh, okay, so why's that been taken out then?
You can still do like hidden blade takedowns, but apparently you can't do one-to-one combat with a hidden blade.
Oh, right, okay.
That's something I've heard.
Okay, yeah, that's a strange thing for them to remove that because in the original you could. So, anyway, well, moving on, I've got Assassin's Creed 1 remake. One hell of a game that comes out. Now, apparently, well, one of our friends posted this up in our little group chat, so I went and did some digging, and
I heard about this too.
yeah, and a couple of YouTubers, can't remember the names, but a couple of YouTubers, somebody on Twitter has said there is an earlier Ubisoft game within development for a remake, but it's not been officially confirmed or denied by Ubisoft yet. So it could be Assassin's Creed 1, it could be a completely different game, it could be one of their early titles. We don't know because nothing's been confirmed, nothing's been denied. All we know is that it could do it, They might not do it. We don't know.
Yeah, I heard rumors. This all literally sort of came up right after the official reveal, didn't it?
Yeah.
For Precinct. So my question is then, why do Black Flag first if they're just going to go back and do it? I guess probably for fan service, like that's the one that people want.
Yeah, because Black Flag is widely known as the best Assassin's Creed game because you don't play as assassin, you play as a pirate, and what a lot of people do forget in Assassin's Creed is we actually had naval combat before Black Flag, and there were side missions in Assassin's Creed 3 where you played as Connor.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, so and that's even that got a remaster for the PS4. It was actually called AC. It was actually called Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered as well for the PS4. So technically, what we've already done the Ezio collection. That's remastered 2 Blood on Revelations. Then we've done Assassin's Creed 3 as a remaster, and then now we're doing Resynced as a remaster for PS5. So if you were going to do the first one, they would have already done it by now. I'm guessing. So I'm guessing it's not going to come. But I mean, I could be completely wrong, and I'd love to be proven wrong because I did like the first one. Apart from all the animals section, we have to get anyway. Moving on. Helldivers 2 has a new war bond coming out, and now this got released halfway through week, so it got released literally like day after we'd done it, well, 2 days after we'd recorded, so that's why it wasn't on the last episode. But we are getting a new war bond that's coming out tomorrow, April the 29th, and 28th, yeah, the day ahead. April 28th, that's tomorrow. And in that, I'm pretty sure you've all seen the trailer. But we are getting an EXO 51 lumbar mech suit that has an anti-tank cannon and a flamethrower. I'm so excited to use that one because, as Tom knows, I will do anything to do with fire. I just like to burn things, what can I say? And we're also getting the EXO 55 breakthrough, and that comes with a flat cannon and a ballistic shield. We're also getting the MGX Floodsuit Bulletstorm, which is a disposable machine gun, and it has 2 uses before it uses up all the bullets in the chambers. And then we're getting the SMG 203 Galleon, along with the P33 missile pistol. Apparently, it's it has heat propelled rounds, and apparently it hits its target 60% of the time.
Always. Still sounds like it's in its trial phase.
Yeah. Yes. So let's just. So I'm going to predict a lot of friendly fire instance for that thing. We're also getting some new armor sets. So we've got the heavy operator armor and the O2 heavy operator armor, sorry, and the O3 spray armor, and they both come with a oxygenator perk, which allows you to walk, run, and slide quicker. Apparently, that's the armor passives, and we're getting the 3 spray spangled and the watchful compatriot capes as well. So we're also getting 2 new capes in this war bond.
I don't think I saw the boots, so I'll probably have to have a look after we're done here. So
yeah, we do look nice. I mean, I like the look of the 3 spirited one person.
I just think it's funny that with the mechs, like, where were they when we were doing the Hive Worlds the first time around? Like,
oh yeah, because that
the flamethrower especially. Like,
yeah, well, one of the bright should would have been perfect for the Souls on Ocean. So maybe we're going back to Ocean again.
I mean, we could do.
I mean, I would hope we're not, because I hear that planet invention.
But we have to keep getting the what's it called, E711.
Yeah, E711, E710.
But anyway, we need more of that stuff to be able to power the DSS to use its weapon. That's essentially. I think that was the reason why we couldn't use it over at Cyberstem, because we didn't have the fuel for it.
Yeah, we didn't.
Just hacked and everything. So.
Yeah. Anyway, so quite excited for that war bond, and I know for a fact I will be getting it because I've been saving up my super credits. So happy days. So expect to see us live on Twitch testing out the new Warhond when we've got enough medals to unlock everything. So yeah, happy days.
A couple of news things.
Anyway, right, moving on to
if you're
what's up for us?
fan of Conan Exiles, so if you've played Conan Exiles in the past, so Conan the Barbarian, it's quite a brutal survival game, but it's getting an enhanced version that's going to be coming out on May 5th. So it's an Unreal Engine 5 upgrade, and it's completely free. So I can't wait to see that. So jumping in there, playing the game, and going out and re-exploring the world in Unreal Engine 5, I think it's going to be really good and a good time all around. So I think I'm going to try and get a group of people back on and play that as well. So if you play Conan Exiles, you've got a free update coming your way, and it's going to enhance the gameplay experience. It's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I've not played much of Conan, to be fair. I think it was one of the three games for the month at one point. I downloaded it, installed it, because I didn't know what it was. I just thought, oh, Conan, I like Conan, and I like the films. Especially what's watching the one, that's probably not the best one. Although the remake's not bad. But the best one is the original. So I thought, oh yeah, it's going to be a hack and slash game. I did not know it was going to be a survival game.
Yeah, it's a straight survival game, but
so I had no idea what I was doing. So I think I played about like a couple of hours of it. I was just like, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, and just delete it.
See, more or less, go in, survive, build bases, build yourself like a stronghold essentially. Go out, capture thralls, bring them in, then you've got a workforce, and you just expand your empire from there. And technically there's two maps, but I think with this update as well, one thing that's also changed is you've got the ability to travel from one map to another
on
the same save now. So that is another massive improvement. So you don't have to do two separate saves or on two separate servers. You can play online. So happy days all around there. I played my fair share. It was quite the experience. It gets quite scary when you go into like the high peaks when you have to get like certain resources because you've got like massive spiders and things like.
Huh. Yeah, like I said, I didn't know what I was doing, so that's why I was just like, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. So
it's another thing. Well, if we ever play it, I'm gonna have to guide you through it on it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a lot of handholding.
We've had prices reduced.
Oh, so okay. Next, what's been removed then? Because we were looking at removing some games to reduce the price of the Game Pass, weren't they?
Okay, so Xbox Game Pass prices have been reduced, and this is for the Ultimate version as well. So in America it was like $30. I think it's been dropped now to $23. For us, it'd be like $16.99, so £17 now. It's been knocked down to. This is for the Ultimate version, but Call of Duty is the game that's been struck off for like day one releases and stuff like that now.
Right.
So
no more free Call of Duty games.
Day one, I don't know. They might come back on sooner rather than later.
Yeah, maybe.
But later on, not day one, put it that way. So
maybe put on day two.
We'll see what Activision said about that. Nothing else has been said on their part about it, I don't think. So
yeah. So what else has been struck off?
To my knowledge, that's the only one I'm aware of. Okay. Maybe of a few lesser known titles. I'll probably have to come up with a list of this next time, won't I?
Yeah. I'll have to do a proper deep dive
into what games have been struck off by Xbox. So let's stick it here in the news segment for next time.
Yeah.
Right, I think that's all my news stories.
Right. All right, then we'll take us away to the world of GDA then, since you're pretty much the expert.
What should I say? I've not played every single one of them.
You played more than I have.
There's like 15 installments of GTA overall, and they're not all specifically like the standard console. Some of them are like the portables. So, starting in 1997 with Grand Theft Auto 1 on the PlayStation. Oh no, sorry, it was on Windows first, and then in the following month it came out on PlayStation 1. between this and GTA 2, it's an interesting one because the gameplay was very different. We didn't really have 3D gameplay back then, so it was a top-down shooter kind of thing, like run and gun. I believe the objective between the two games is more or less go around, collect points to be able to progress through the story. So with the first one, set in 1997, you're obviously dealing with criminal organizations and stuff like that that are out to kill you, but mainly just treated as like an open shooter. And the same thing did kind of apply to Grand Theft Auto 2, except it was in a retro-futuristic metropolis. So
Okay.
I didn't really know that, to be honest, personally. So I was kind of surprised. Like, wait, GTA had a future installment?
No.
And it was the funny enough also back in 1999 as well.
Oh, there you go. Then.
Probably the only one that was on Game Boy so as early as that they were having them on certain handheld devices of the era. Now, going into GTA 3, 2001. We're getting into like the 3D era of the game now. So, first 3D game of the franchise. You're playing as a small-time criminal by the name of Claude.
Sorry, is this the one? Like, I remember playing a game where you had to go bowling with someone.
I think you could go bowling in a few of them.
No, it was with your cousin.
Oh, it was GTA 4.
All right, okay, so play a bit of that one then.
With your cousin. Your cousin, Roman. We'll get to that. Roman Berlick. But in the third one, the game starts with more or less you coming out of a botched bank job. You're a small-time criminal by the name of Claude, and you are betrayed and sort of backstabbed by being shot by your own girlfriend.
Oh, wow, okay.
At the beginning of the story, Katia. And it was a bank that's just outside of Liberty City, and Liberty City itself, based off of New York. Loosely based off New York. They're all fictional cities, but they're all based off a
real city. Yeah.
As you understand. So being arrested, and during transfer to prison, your transport is hit by the Colombian cartel, and they break out another prisoner, but you and a fellow fugitive by the name of 8-Ball. That's legit 8-Ball.
Was he bald and the rape pick? Was that?
He wasn't. To memory, right at the beginning of the game, it was the transport was hit on a bridge.
Yeah.
From what I remember, I think they blew the bridge up because it cuts off like the second to third island to the map right away, so you have to stay on one island. Because some of the games they limit you to a certain play space right at the start. That was the thing with quite a few of them. Not so much with like GTA 5. You had free reign to explore everywhere, but yeah, they blew up the bridge. You got out of the transport. You managed to jack the car, run off, and he takes you to. He grants you shelter and an audience with the Leone Mafia family. So it's one of them mafia / the cartel kind of stories. So you're working with one mafia group. It's turning into a mafia story more or less.
Yeah.
Definitely sounds like one. I can't really recall what year it was actually set though. That's the another problem. I'm assuming it would be around that time, somewhere like the 80s, probably.
Maybe.
And that brings us into Vice City.
Vice City, yeah.
It's Vice City, yeah, Vice City was the next one. But I tried to do them in chronological order, so if I botched this, I do apologise. So Vice City, this is I've not really played much of this one at all. I think Matt has played more of this one than I have, probably.
I was a kid. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I just remember jacking a helicopter.
Jacking a helicopter.
Yeah.
So set in 1986 in Vice City, which is based off of Miami. You're pretty much working with like other organizations and stuff like that because you play as a character called Tommy, and the game follows his rise to power after being released from prison for murder. I think he was incarcerated for 15 years in the story, and getting caught up in an ambush drug deal, and he's pretty much on a quest to try and not apprehend, but find the people that did it so you can conk them off. But he ends up stealing power from other criminal groups along the way to build an empire of his own. So.
How was that the same? Like a similar storyline to Mafia 3.
They all kind of had that same feel to them like the other ones.
Well, I know Mafia was made by Rockstar's sister company. I think it was the sister company at the time.
Sister company.
Yeah, the
What
first.
was it by name? You played the Mafia ones. What was it?
I can't remember the name of the publisher.
Was this the part where you go and fetch your game case?
No. I think it was. I'll find out. I'm pretty sure it was the sister. Well, the third one was the sister company. Anyway, I think that's why the third one was. That's why the third one was more GTA like compared to the first two.
That's what was it? Well, it was Rockstar and publisher was Take-Two, weren't it? Because I think that was the name because we talked about this last week, pretty sure.
Yeah. So 2K Games. This is 2K Games, but it was made by Hangar 13. Right, there you go.
Sister company, so they've just been working on projects together on the past.
I'm
not sure what the relationship is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I heard it was. Pretty sure I heard it was a sister company of the sister company of Rockstar, or at least a sister company of the publishers or whatever. I think they are under 2K. Well, we both are under 2K, aren't we?
So again, I think that was the publisher because when what was the name of the group that had Rockstar recently, like a week or so back? It's like Shiny Hunters or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And it was their stocks that went up as well. I'm pretty sure. What is the name? I've got it here somewhere. Yeah, Take-Two Interactives.
Yeah, look, I'll be completely wrong. It's just what I heard of someone.
It was Take-Two. With Vice City, it goes straight into Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Now, this is the one for me. I think this is where GTA really kind of blew up a little bit for the first time.
Yeah,
it blew up. Because GTA San Andreas, 2004, set in San Andreas, based around California, Nevada. I think that was more or less what it was based after. With a slightly different storyline, you weren't really dealing with like cartels and stuff like that. It was more gang wars. This one. So in the game, you play as Carl Johnson or CJ, who returns home after news of his mother's murder. Finding his street gang in decline, CJ works to reshape the gang while uncovering the truth about his mother's death. Now, the story for this one was more compelling because it featured a lot of like corrupt authorities as well. Like I remember Officer Tim Penny, who was a corrupt police officer, who pretty much apprehends you at the beginning of the game and just swipes all your money, saying, "Oh, it's drug money, it's drug money." It wasn't.
Yeah. I remember seeing I know there's an infamous level in this game, and something to do with train.
Yes. I was going to say this when I got to San Andreas actually, because every GTA player who's played GTA 5 has tried this. At some point, they've tried to derail the train, or they've tried to steal the train or do something. You can't do it in GTA Online. You can do it sort of on another mission in GTA 5's story, but in San Andreas, you can just go Hail Mary, steal a train, and you can actually derail it so it goes flying off the tracks.
Yeah, but I've heard like if you can't catch up with a train, apparently they go, all you have to do is follow the damn train, CJ. I'm just like, oh, okay. I don't understand why this is again, it was just a clip that I saw on YouTube. So I was just like, I didn't really understand what went on, to be honest. But I know it's an infamous one for being like one of the hardest levels to catch the train, and apparently it gets really, really annoying if you fail numerous times because all you hear is that really annoying comment.
I'm trying to remember who he was in the car with to hear all that.
Yeah, but it's quite funny because they do something similar on Red Dead Redemption 2. Because you had to follow because some prisoners escape, they jump onto a train, and then you've got to follow the train on horseback. So they recreated one of the most hated levels in Red Dead 2 from a GTA game.
Oh, Oh, there was another iconic level as well when you had to. You tried to. I think you had to steal something.
Right.
This guy had locked away in his house, and he was asleep in his bed upstairs. And so you were tiptoeing around the house with like a noise meter and stuff. And he was saying the most outrageous things in his sleep while you're creeping around the house. It was so
Yeah,
cool.
okay, you can do that in Red Dead 2 as well. If Hosea, like you've got a choice, you can either like do robbery during the day and Hosea tries to con him, or you can sneak in at night and well, if you sneak in at night, you actually have to like creep around the house and steal as many valuables as you can while the guy's asleep. So
It sounds like Red Dead is just we use some of the old material there now, doesn't it?
yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah. As I said before, it was all rival gangs. So there was your gang, which is Grove Street, centered around the Strawberry area. It's in GTA 5. You would have been there. It's a bit different, so I don't know actually. But the other gang was the Ballers, and there's always like gang feuds wherever you were all over the map there. And later in the story, there's also betrayal within your own group. So you've got a couple of members that are not really telling the full truth, or they've got secret agendas and stuff like that. But here's the thing that gets me, and I don't know how many people know this because it took me a while to figure this out, but it was Rockstar's first attempt at a co-op experience, and it was through an item. I think it was like a floppy disk or something found in the game. But when you do it, it'll spawn another character of the other player's choosing, and you'll have like a bit of a couch co-op thing.
Oh,
going on.
okay.
I'm like, okay, that was sort of like their first window into testing what a co-op experience could be like. Nowhere near like what we've got now, obviously.
So it's kind of like a split screen type thing.
It was like one screen, but it was like the camera would tilt down a little bit, so it kind of went not fully back into like GTA 1 and 2. It's like, complete bird's eye view top down, but
You see
it's
both
like the
characters
camera
on
would
screen.
pan out the further the characters got away and they'd go back together like that.
Oh, a bit similar to the Lego games then, how they
Yeah, like when you have to share a scene in a Lego game, more or less. It was kind of like that. So yeah, good times with San Andreas. Right, I've not really played these two next ones, but mainly because when they originally came out, these were for portables, and it came out on the PSP first of these games, which was GTA Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, respectively. So I'll just put them together here. Originally PSP titles, they were later released to the PS2, which we have here. As for their stories, I think they do kind of follow very closely to what GTA's 3 and Vice City were. Like, in terms of characters, they were the same. And honestly, I don't really know if there was that much difference between them.
So is it just like, side stories, like on side stories, or is it tied?
Based around those games, respectively, I think they were like side stories.
So basically, so what? It was like
like an add-on for like GTA 3 and Vice City, like with like some additional stuff that happened in around that time with those characters.
Right. So what you're saying is it was pretty much like one of the first DLCs. Pretty much.
Yeah, well, they're completely separate game. But
yeah, but set in the same world with just with different characters, different stories.
Yeah, pretty much. And where am I now? That was number 4. This was number 5. We're getting into the ones now. GTA 4. Right. So we're moving into the PS3 and the 360 era of games now. So it was a bit of a graphical upgrade from there. And this one, I remember GTA 4 being very different because it was very, very gritty in comparison to the other ones, like the color grading and stuff like that. It was very, what's the word I'm looking for? They were trying to hit realism right on the head with it. So the sixth main game in the series, it returns to Liberty City, present time, around present from when the game came out, so it's in 2008-ish.
Okay.
The game follows an Eastern European war veteran by the name of Niko Bellic and his attempt to escape his troubled past while him and his cousin, Roman, are put under pressure from high-profile criminals. So, like you said before, it sounds like you have some experience with this, like the bowling level.
Yeah, I was just round at a mate's house, and we just put it on, and like, oh, try this, you might like it. So we were like, yeah, all right, I'll give it a go. And I think it was halfway through. I think it was like halfway through the game or whatever. And then one of the first missions that was on was going bowling with your cousin, so I went and did that bowling mini game and just having about in the open world and stuff. Again, didn't know what I was doing, like, so did a couple of missions, like, got wanted level and all that, just experience it, and yeah, just never carried on the game. I just never went and picked it up myself.
I think like the bowling levels and stuff like that. I think that's all reoccurring. Like you obviously you can pick up the phone, call, oh, do you want to come and hang out? GTA 5 did it as well.
Yeah.
In fact, San Andreas did it as well because like when you build relationships, like you've got like friends or you build actual relationships, like a love life with somebody in the game. You can like take them out, go play bowling and stuff like that. So yeah, the bowling one. I'm surprised that never crossed my mind until now.
Yeah, I think that was like one of the first main missions I ever did because, well, like I said, it was where my mate was up to when I went round to his house. So, I think I played. So I think I played like a good 2-3 hours. I think before I had to go home, but
I think there was another good fun mission where you were in a helicopter. I think it was rigged. If I remember it was rigged with an explosive, and you had to take it from A to B. You had to take it to somewhere to blow up. And in the middle of that, you got Roman giving you the phone call like, "Hey Nico, she got some room. I want to go bowling." And sorry about the accent, by the way.
So we went bowling. Yeah, so I went and did the bowling thing. I was like, oh, bowling, that sounds fun. So I don't mind a bit of bowling. And then he was like, oh, no, don't do that, don't do that. It's boring, that mission. I was like, yeah, I don't want to go play a minigame. Why not? So I went and did it, and yeah, it was meh. And then we hit the open world, and he put in some cheat codes, and we just like messed about, really.
It's a pity I couldn't find like some of my older cases, like for GTA 3 and San Andreas, because if I did, I probably would have still seen like my poorly handwritten cheat codes inside those cases. Yeah, fun times when you find your old cheat codes inside of an old case. Oh, nostalgia. And
okay.
GTA 4 was the first attempt at online gameplay as well. So.
Yeah. But like I said, I never did the online side because I didn't own the game myself. Like I said, we played like 2-3 hours with it and that's before I had to go home for my tea, so I never got round to buying it myself, but
It was wasn't as big or insane as like GTA Online is now or with GTA 5, but it's trying to find it now, where is it? There it is. So GTA 4 featured up to 32 player games where players could play cooperative or competitive modes across single player settings at the city. So you're looking at things like death matches, races, classic stuff. Yeah. I think there was free roam, but there really wasn't much you could do other than cause chaos for each other.
Yeah, which is what you do. Yeah, okay.
No different than what people do now on GTA.
I was about to say that then. From my experience, anyway.
Pretty much. And there were two you mentioned the expansions before. There was two for Grand Theft Auto 4 as well, and these were like full story ones as well that had their own
nice.
own titles. But it was The Lost and the Damned, which followed the biker gang, The Lost, and they make a reappearance across GTA 4 and 5 numerous times. And the Ballad of Gay Tony as well. So he's another character that does come up as well. He initially runs like the nightclubs and all that stuff as well, including the one in GTA 5. When we were playing, we went to the nightclubs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, in partnership with him when you go to the nightclubs and things. But we'll get to the online stuff because there's different businesses and all kinds of music over there. And before we get to GTA 5, there was one more game that actually did come out. This one actually came out on the Nintendo DS first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The GTA game on the DS?
Yep. This was GTA Chinatown Wars in 2009. Oh. So this one it did come out later on the PSP, but it follows a young triad member trying to recover his late father's sword after it is stolen, while inadvertently getting caught up in the struggle with other tribe members and organizations. So it's very much like a Yakuza kind of GTA game. Kind of interesting how it was on the DS first, though, to be honest. I really don't really recognize that one.
Yeah. Listen, doesn't sound like Nintendo at all, to be fair.
Yeah, it doesn't. And of course, now, I think this is the part where we can sort of bounce back and forth and talk a little bit about GTA 5 now.
Well, you can talk about the story. I can't. I've not got around to actually starting the main story yet.
Oh, we'll get to it on that. But from 2013 to more or less the present now, we've got GTA 5. So set in the present day of 2013, at least when the game came out, 2013, the game returns to the state of San Andreas, following 3 protagonists this time instead of 1. So these characters, well, they've got character. So you got a retired bank robber, Michael DeSanta, street gangster, Franklin Clinton, and a major drug dealer by the name of Trevor Phillips, who was also played by Stephen Hawke, who I've seen in numerous things.
Yeah.
So
all 3 of them were also at Manchester Comic Con last year.
Yeah, they were. Yes, they were.
We were doing a Q&A section. And you could also pay to go and get a picture with them and get an autograph or whatever. But obviously, because I haven't done granted, I've not done the GTA 5 story, I had no idea who these guys were until I showed you the pictures. And you were like, oh, those are the 3 main guys from GTA 5. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's brilliant because I have seen, well, it's not just them, but it's Franklin's, I can't remember the name of the actor who plays him, but Lamar in the story alongside Franklin. In real life, they went back and they recreated like one of the scenes in real life from the game, and just because they could, it was just like one of them iconic scenes, and it was a good laugh. So, so these 3 characters, they are forced to work together despite their differences or how much they hate each other's guts, and work together in attempts to commit heists while being put under pressure from corrupt government leaders, well, government agencies and powerful figures and criminals. So pretty much they're on the chopping block for things that they did like in the past, because the game starts with a bank heist initially.
Yeah.
In North Yankton, and that pretty much sets the stage where Michael is presumably dead. He's hiding with a new identity in Los Santos. Trevor thinks he's dead. When he finds out he's not dead, he's pissed, as you can imagine. And Franklin is just caught in the middle. I feel bad for him. And
so do you play through all 3 stories then, or do you pick and choose who
no,
you play?
you jump back and forth between them sometimes in the same mission.
Oh, right,
it's
okay.
literally like you hold down on the D-pad, it comes up with a wheel of like 4 like characters. I say 4 because you got Michael, Franklin, you got Trevor. The bottom one is your online character.
Right, okay.
So you click that one when you go to GTA Online. Which I think we can now get to.
Yeah. Yeah, so before I jumped back on, I had played 12 hours of it, and it was all purely online. So from my experience, I've been constantly shot, blown up, and yada yada yada. And because of all that, because it was a low level, I was getting grief from much higher level characters because I got into the game way late. I got into the game when it was like during its peak. So everyone was a higher level, already got all their businesses and everything like that. So because it was lower level, I was just getting constantly picked on because it was a lower level. So I was not playing it until you came along and brought me back into it. So when I dropped in with like level, what was like the late level 9?
Yeah, level 9. I started pulling along for the heist and level side go.
Yeah. So I think you crash a helicopter.
We've got that on the clip. We'll put that up at some point.
Yeah. I got blown up by, we were just chilling outside your nightclub waiting because you accidentally left the game, which kicked me out of your nightclub. So I was waiting for you to get back. You crashed your helicopter. You came running back over, and then all I heard was, oh shit, get inside, get inside, get inside. I'm like, wait, what? And I turned around and I got immediately blown up by this guy who just drove his motorbike into it and killed him and just blew me up for whatever
Yeah,
reason.
I don't think he got off the bike. I think he just had like a.
Like rocket launcher or
I think
something.
it might have been an oppressor bike with like rockets built into it.
Ah, right, yeah. And then I respawned back into the game, like we were doing this poster mission for your club. And he shot me when I got into my car and blew my car up. And then as soon as I respawned, he got me in a drive-by, like lined me up in a drive-by. And then I think that's when you, what was it, what, you think he ghosted him or something?
Ghost organization because yeah, GTA Online, once you start building up your organizations and stuff, you become a CEO, and that's pretty much how you go about all your other businesses. And one of the perks or the abilities that you get was ghost organization. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to enable that. So we disappear off the map completely.
Yeah, so I was just probably getting shot, but we stuck to it, didn't we? We stuck to it, and we've done a few missions now and a couple of heists. And you're currently helping me get an acid lab set up, aren't you?
Yes. That mainly because I just did a quick Google search, like, okay, which one is the best business
Starting, yeah.
or like a starter solo player? And it seems like everyone agrees that it'd be Acid Lab to start it off.
Yeah.
Which was quite an interesting introductory mission, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. What was it? You had to, we got shot at by bikers, and then we had to go and retrieve the RV, and then you died, and we ran out of team life, so I had to drive the RV back by myself.
Yeah.
And then I just kept cracking. They were trying to take on the RV head on the bikes, weren't they? I just kept running into them, and we just went whee. And a couple of them actually got taken out by NPCs just driving on the motorway as well. So
it's always hilarious on the highways, especially when it's just like NPCs that don't know what they're doing or anything like that, and they just go through an accident.
Yeah, quite funny to be fair.
Like, give it time. If you just stand still on like a roadside, on the street anywhere in GTA, inevitably the NPC, if a player doesn't come along and do something first, an NPC is going to do something stupid. Yes, it's funny.
Yeah, so I'm slowly getting into it. So yeah, happy days. I am enjoying it, to be fair.
So yeah, I think when we jump back on the Acid Lab would be what would kickstart you off, but probably still work on like the nightclubs because nightclub was the second one on the list. Yeah, I think it's still kind of like first, second. It's one that you're supposed to get later on anyway because I think for the nightclub to really use to its full potential, you have to have all your businesses. So, Death Lab, you've got weed farm. You can do counterfeit documents, counterfeit money, cocaine. Actually, as well.
Well, anything that's illegal, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It all runs by its own thing, but anything extra, it goes through the nightclub as well. And you can build up like an additional profit there, and it builds up quite a bit. I think
well, quite a bit on there, you said, didn't you?
Yeah. I think I've gone through like, I think there's like a stockpile of like 56 million if I go through that place. So it's definitely one way of making money over some of the heists. Except maybe the Del Piero one where you go to an actual cartel boss's island, his own private island.
Okay.
Yeah, there is one when you go to a private island, raid the island and steal like really rare relics and stuff like that. And you're much more. We will get to that at some point. There's a bit of a setup for that.
Well, yeah. Well, at the moment, I just need to get everything set up. Don't I? Just need to start building up and make a name for yourself and
make a bit of profit. Get yourself some decent weapons.
Yes, yeah. Well, what I've got now is all right because I haven't played it for that long. I got was it like 500,000?
Yeah, because you got the first time bonuses on some of the heist, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, no. As soon as when I migrate my character over, so all the money I previously made in GTA, I'll carried over it, and then I got given an additional 500,000 just for logging in.
And so you made like another. So you probably made like a million. Yeah. Just that one day.
So I managed to get some some decent guns already. It's just like obviously for some of the stuff that I do want, I'm not high enough level to get. So I've just got like the ones that were available to me. To be fair.
So it goes to show that Rockstar are being a bit more open-minded about returning players as well then. Because if they gave you like 500,000 just for coming back and playing the game. So if you've not played GTA in a while and you come back to it, there might be a cash bonus wait for you.
Well, there was something I got 500,000 just returned to the game, so.
What do you do? I think they did change it as well. So I think you actually can just get GTA Online separate from GTA 5. I can't remember if, where I saw that. I'm sure I saw that because they did it with Red Dead Redemption 2 as well, where you could have Red Dead Online as a standalone. I think you can do it with GTA as well, GTA Online. But there are like start bundles. You can start with you can pretty much get yourself a CEO office, and you can pick one business to kickstart yourself off. Really.
Oh right, okay.
I think
it was a start bundle.
Yeah, it was kind of a start bundle.
Well, that's got to be a microtransaction, I'm guessing. Or would you get so real life money?
No, I think it would be one of them where you will make the account, or you buy that bundle, and the game will recognise that, and it's like, okay, it's just going to knock the price down to 0, and then you can just be like, okay, buy that. Anything else, it's like shark cards.
Yeah, I know about the shark cards.
God knows how. Well, I think we got a rough estimate on how much was spent on shark cards, didn't we? Last week.
Yes.
A lot of it was PlayStation players as well.
Yeah.
Especially PlayStation players.
It really was, because they got hacked, didn't they?
Yeah.
Let me just refresh now because I've got the notes from last week here.
Yeah, Shiny Hunters. I think that's a bit on my phone actually. Yeah, there it is. So it was like PlayStation players. It was like nearly 4.5 million.
Yeah, that was 53% of PS5.
And that's a week. That's their average
weekly.
Yeah, that was it.
5 million. We're making 5 million a week just off people buying shark cards.
And that's just on PlayStation.
That's just on PlayStation.
Mad.
So yeah. So Andy, I really need to start catching up before GTA 6 comes out, but I don't think that's going to be possible.
Well, when GTA 6 falls around, let's face it, it's going to be what's going to dominate the market. I know a lot of games are really struggling
to find a release window.
A release window, or one that's going to be something that can compete with GTA. Let's face it, it's probably going to be a bit.
I don't think anything will compete with GTA 6. To be fair, because everyone's been waiting for it for that long.
It's been 13 years of GTA 5 up to this point. So.
Yeah. Well, we've been waiting for the Elder Scrolls 6 since 2011. So.
What are you doing, Howard?
Yeah, let's not get into that.
Yeah, I don't want to start you off again.
Yeah, so before I start off on a rant, shall we move on to Mikey's mind?
Yep.
But yeah, no, a lot of things to come for GTA Online for me, so I'm quite looking forward to it, because it's all fresh to me, all new to me. So, yeah.
Probably when we have...
I'm asking you first, aren't I?
Yeah. And probably when GTA 6 comes around, we'll probably get around to it again, because if the game really is as big as they say it's going to be, there's going to be a fair bit to cover.
Yeah, and so I'm going to have to speed run the story, aren't
I think it's like a Bonnie and Clyde story, isn't it? GTA 6 it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be a couple.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, moving on to Mikey's Mind. As usual, feel free to play at home. Get those comments in because, yeah, it's a fun. So go and ask your friends, everyone you know who plays GTA, and let us know your answers in the comments down below. So let's begin. I've not got much because, again, I've not played much of GTA, so the worst thing that you've done on any GTA game.
There's one memory that stands out in my mind, and this is quite a bad one. But like I mentioned with the train and stuff on San Andreas, I remember distinctly using like the cinematic camera driving the train along, and I was going at top speed. And at the time when that was happening, I remember seeing just like an old lady walking across the railway line, and all you hear is this squelch noise. Yeah, not enough time to stop the train. I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
A similar question, but this is based on the online. So, what is the worst thing you've done to a player or an NPC online?
Ooh. Probably just trap them in like one of their complexes, but they just come out with all their vehicles, but like the really expensive ones, just stand at the sort of like a rocket launcher, set mines, just pretty much grief them. So cost them a bomb, or probably cost me a bomb if they're like personal vehicles.
Did you prefer San Andreas or Vice City?
Again, I didn't really play much of Vice City, so it has to be San Andreas.
Yes. And which GTA city would you live in?
Ooh, it would have to be in San Andreas, like
San Andreas, yeah.
because it's I feel like it's a lot of like a power struggle in Liberty City with all the games that are here between City Stories, Grand Theft Auto, Chinatown One. They're all like different organisations just battling out on the streets and stuff like that. I mean, there are gang wars on
Every single one of
Grand
them.
Theft Auto 5 in like the Grove Street area, but if you lived in like say Blaine County, which is kind of like a desert, or if you were just in like the main part of the city as well, I think that'd be alright.
Alright, well, I'm gonna struggle with these answers, but I will try my best.
Go to the California beach, or Vespucci Beach, it's called in GTA.
I'll try my best to answer these, but yeah, like I said, I'm not GTA for that. Probably run over an NPC. Either that or run a red light.
Worst thing you've done in any GTA game.
I think I don't really go around shooting NPCs.
I should put one on here that says the most pointless thing you've done in GTA. Obey a red light.
Didn't want to get flagged by the cops, alright? It's called being
It's not a thing, at least not in this one. I hear that they are changing it up. It might be a thing in GTA 6.
Well, I thought it was a thing because in the Mafia games, if you do run red lights, you do get noticed by the police.
Yeah,
So,
I think you have to watch out for like CCTV cameras or all that stuff in this new one. So, worst thing you've done on GTA Online? I don't think have I actively seen you kill.
No. So again, worst thing I've done on GTA Online. Although I did accidentally run somebody over while I was following you and your motorbike. Because you went up these steps, so I thought because I was following you in the car.
Oh, when I was on the bike and I went up and around.
Yeah, I think we were being chased by another player.
Yeah, we were.
So
that was in like a black van. They were tailing us.
Yeah.
And it's only when we got closer outside the nightclub I realised that it said police on the side of the van, and they were actually cosplaying a police officer.
Police officer, yeah. So, yeah. As soon as you got to the doorbell, you were like, nope. Empty your garage. I was just like, invite me quick.
You were in the car, didn't need to. Okay, so Embrace of Vice City.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to play either of them. You know what? I'll just say Vice City because I've heard a lot of people talk about that one. That seems to be a fan favourite. So Vice City.
It's also where we're going back to in 236. So, and which GTA city would you live in?
Again, I've only played 4 and 4, 5, so I'll have to say probably the what's it called in 5, Los Santos.
Well, Santos is the city, but the state is San Andreas.
So Los Santos.
It's California / Nevada.
I'll say Los Santos.
Los Santos.
Yeah, I can come and join the nightclub then.
That's why. I run the nightclub, you get free drinks.
Yeah. Well, you need to bring those prices down. $95 for a shot of whiskey.
That is strong whiskey. As was apparent when...
That Macbeth shot.
The Macbeth shot. Look, bang, he's on the ground.
Yeah, I managed my bottle of champagne and 5 shots before I hit the ground. So.
And then you were throwing
I think you're in your bathroom, yeah. This is all on GT Online. This is all on GT Online, by the way. This is in real life. Anyway, alright, no worries. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening and tuning in, as always. And we shall see you next week for another episode of Tavern Talks. drop by and check out our channel on Twitch, and we'll see the Tom on GT Online. See what we get up to on GT Online. Just head to either
myself, so it's on GX on Twitch, but also on Instagram and TikTok as well.
Yeah,
That's where
and
we've got
mine,
clips.
yeah, and mine is green_arrow 25 PS5 gaming over on Twitch, and then for my socials, it's green_arrow 25 for TikTok and Instagram. So go check us out, and hopefully we'll see you in the stream over on Twitch. Until then,
See you in the next one.
and tune in. Have a good week, everybody. Bye.